All right, I'm gonna get into how I make my veggie chili. So first I use tempeh smoky bacon. I like tempeh because it's, for lack of better terms, it's stiffer than tofu. This is a smoking bacon. 4 strips is 1 serving. I believe it's 12 grams of protein. So I'm just taking them out and cutting them in half. So I'll be able to put them in the skillet a little bit better. Just put them in vegetable oil, and then you flip them when you see that they're going to be turning brown. You can see them from the sides as well, and they're just going to be a little stiffer, kind of like how bacon is, so you get that nice little crunch that you miss from having real bacon if you are a vegetarian or you're just trying to go meatless. So to go in your veggie chili, literally you can put whatever you want, whatever beans, whatever vegetables. So I just used what I had, and so I just cut the ends off of the zucchini, cut them long ways, then half ways again, and then just put that aside before I wash them. And that's what I chose to use. I'm also going to be cutting up some mushrooms. I do take off the stems. You don't have to. That's just something that I do. It tastes the same either way. So I'm just cutting those up there. Then I decided, since I normally I give my dog long carrots, and I had plenty left over from his little treats, and so I was like, let me go ahead and use these carrots. That's what I'm doing here, just cutting those up. No, we don't share the same carrots, so before you start tripping, they're in the refrigerator. I normally wash them off and give them to him. So anyway, we're sharing those carrots, so to speak. Then I'm just cutting up some onions, and I'm going to start with the skillet first for the chili, just to kind of set a base, and you'll see that momentarily. In the meantime, you see what this is: edamame, spaghetti. 24 grams of protein, y'all. 24 grams of protein. Edamame noodles. Definitely healthy for you. That's also going to be to go alongside my chili. This is just additional protein that I'm going to have for my dinner meal prep. And so I'm just starting that. It takes about 8 minutes for those to cook, so I'm just putting that in the pot while I'm working on the chili. So starting with the onions and doing that, basting that, and then I'm putting in rice cauliflower, just the bag kind. I can normally rice it myself, but I didn't feel like doing that today. So I just got some frozen rice cauliflower. I put in like half the bag, and then I'm gonna start cooking that down. I'm also, as you see, working with the edamame noodles as well. All right, so now that that's in there, good, I'm gonna start putting some seasoning. So I just put my normal thing, sea salt, garlic powder, onion powder, my Trader Joe's seasoning as well, pepper, and I'll just mix that in. And then I'm gonna wash my vegetables. Please make sure you wash your veggies. Doing that a quick wash, and then just plopping them in the middle. I also put a little bit of water into the skillet. I don't know if that's filmed. I don't think I filmed that part, but I put a little bit of water in it before I covered it up, just to make sure that my zucchini and carrots would be soft, not super soft, but soft enough. And then I'm adding in just some plain black beans, mixing that in. Beans don't take a long time to cook. They're really already cooked. You're just warming them up. I season again. Garlic powder, salt, onion powder, same little spill I always do. Seasoning is ideal and important when you are cooking with vegetables and anything really. So after that, I add gluten-free chili powder. I am gluten-free, so just add that in there. And that's pretty much the veggie chili. Honestly, like I said, you can take away whatever you want. I do add in some brown sugar, just a little bit, just to give it a little sweetness. And that is my overall chili. I do change it from time to time with different vegetables, but that's a synopsis of the veggie chili there. And then you see a little close up. Oh yeah, we in there. So now I'm just rinsing out the edamame noodles. I'm just going to add butter. I use Country Crock plant-based butter. Is actually really good, you guys. I recommend it. So I just put that in there, toss that around until it's melted. Of course, add my seasoning salt, pepper. I think I'm adding garlic powder too. Yeah. And onion powder. Old Faithfuls. That's what I do. And I'm just mixing that in there, making sure that it melts well enough. And then I just add a little bit of marinara sauce. It's a roasted garlic marinara sauce. You see how small amount I added? You really don't need a lot. The noodles have a very unique flavor. And you just add a little bit of sauce and it takes hold of that flavor really, really well. So you don't have to add a lot. So now I'm just setting up my meal prep box, or a meal prep little container. I already had baked some sweet potatoes. So I have my sweet potatoes. I just put edamame noodles on the side for additional protein. And then I just chopped up the bacon. I took that out as well. That only takes a good 5 minutes. So anyway, I took that out to let that cool off for a second before I was able to chop it up. And then I'm just chalking it up because it's going to be like my additional protein, yes, but it's also just like bacon bits on top of the veggie chili that's going in the loaded, basically it's going to be a loaded sweet potato. So you'll see that in a second. So just adding the chili into the sweet potato, and then I'm going to sprinkle in the bacon, the fake bacon, and there's everything together. Hopefully you'll try this recipe. It's really delicious. It's very flavorful, and you will definitely be full by the time you're eating this. So thanks for watching.